Hello guys, my name is Enobon Benson. In this video I will be showing you guys how to create a realistic car animation using SketchUp, 3dsmax and Lumion. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a SketchUp model, export to 3dsmax, animate in Lumion. That is I will animate it in 3dsmax, then export it to Lumion. Okay, let's get right into it. First, I would like you guys to download what they call Craft Direct Studio using the Windows here, Windows 23.1.1. You download and then install. Is pretty easy, pretty simple. So once you get that, you download a 3D model, a car model of your choice. You can get this from 3D Warehouse. I'll also drop the link below, and where you can get cars like this. And whenever you're getting a car, please try as much as possible to pay attention to the details of the car, like the tire markings on it, the headlights, some very simple details that can make your work look realistic and also engage your viewers or clients brain while watching your presentation. Okay, so first thing first, you'd want to make sure that the car body and the car tires are grouped differently. Okay, in this particular animation, you would have the brakes, the front brakes. The front brake will have to be removed because the craft this particular app does not really provide steering for the brakes, unlike Mad Car, which is a more sophisticated way of rigging a car, or as the case may be, animating a car. So you would have to delete the front brakes and then leave the back brakes, and then make it group it with the car body. Don't worry, when we get to the 3dsmax you understand better. So what you do is you quickly export this, export as 3D model. That's going from your file, export 3D model. You pick the FBX, save as FBX. Let me save this into the tutorial, police car 1, and then hit export. It's going to take just some few minutes. And this depends on the how heavy the model is, so just be patient. And okay, so there you have it. It has exported or converted to FBX, so hit OK. Alright, so after exporting that to or as FBX, what you do is you open your 3dsmax, go to File, Import, you go your desktop, wherever you save your file. I saved it as police car, if you can remember, and hit open, hit OK. There you go, you have this now in 3dsmax, and you can work with this. Okay, so we have a car now in 3dsmax. What you do is remember the plugin, but I would have to quickly show you guys. Once you finish installing the plugin, what you do is you go to utility. It might be at this point here, which is to create. You quickly go to utility and then go to this to configure button sets. When you hit it, this will pop up. Okay, you quickly scroll all the way down and you see Craft Direct Studios. On your 3dsmax you might see about 8 buttons here. that is this 13 here, it signifies these buttons here. You might see about 8. All you just need to do is just increase this to the number of buttons you have, so they'll have extra here, and quickly just drag this in here. That's it. You drag it in here and hit OK. But since I have this here already, I don't need to do that. So once you drag that in, it appears here. Okay, so quickly let's get into it without waste of time. You hit Craft Direct Studio Utility. When you hit it, you start Direct Studio. This dialog will appear. So once you're done with that, let's quickly hold this. We left click and hold. You see this 4-wheel free and then airplane free. We're using the 4-wheel free, so we'll click on it. This appears. Okay, let me quickly explain this. Remember, the wheels are one single entity. Wheels are one single entity. So what you have to do is we'll have to shape, like increase the size of this body to fit this body, and maybe also increase the size of the tire to fit these tires. But remember, try as much as possible to know the pivot of your tires. So let's quickly go to hierarchy and then affect pivot. You can see this is in the center. Let's do the same to this, affect pivot, this same, other tires, affect pivot, and this say affect pivot, sorry, center. Affect pivot should be the center, please. Hit center. This is not really center, but it doesn't really affect it. Once you align your tires well, it wouldn't it will just run perfect. It's that simple. So let's quickly align this to the body of our car. We have this. Let's rotate it. Okay, sorry, I have to pick road. Okay, we have that. As we remove the car to align with our car. So what I normally do is I increase the scale to just increase the bit. So you notice the tires are not aligned. So let's increase this a bit. At least what I do is I try to measure the size of the tire to see if it will fit, and move it up a bit, take it up this way and shift it this way, so you can see a little bit aligned, and this is okay. So sometimes you can scale this tire. Let's scale the tire to make sure it fits. Okay, first thing first. Okay, I think it's about the same. Yeah, I think it's okay. Let's pivot it to the center. What I do is I try to pull this out, then align this. Align with this, pick your X, Y, Z position, and hit out for you to see. So pick your X, Y, Z, and then hit center, and OK. pull this out so that we know it aligns with this XYZ position, center. Okay, let's do the same with the other side. Align with the tire, XYZ. Okay, this, move it, align with the tire, XYZ. Okay, so one of the important things you have to do is link the body of the car to the body, as the Craft Direct Studio car body to your model car, and links the tires to the tires. It's that simple. Alright, so to link this body, obviously we click on the link tool, select and link, select this, drag and link it to the car body. And for the tires, select this, link it to this, the tire, select the tire, select the model, or rather select it, this Craft Studio tire, and link it to the model tire. Do it to every other thing. Now for you to know this is linked, you just simply test. Make sure you test it. As you can see, you don't, if the tire does not move, it means it's not linked. See, this is linked. Let me test the body. So you can see the body isn't linked. This is linked. This is linked. So it's just this tire that is not linked. So let's go back to hit link. No, let's escape. Let me link this to the tire. So let's hit move. It's still not linked. We linked it wrong. So right tire moves, that one moves. Okay, so it looks good. Now this is like, this represents more like the surface you want this to drive on. So if you're using SketchUp, you still export the model, the surface, the same way by hitting file and going to export rather 3D model. It and export as FBX. Alright, then if you're using Revit like me, you hit file, export, and then export save H3D as FBX. Alright, when you hit it, every other thing you have, and just hit save. Okay, so after exporting or converting the surface I want to FBX, yeah, this surface converted to FBX, which is this. Same thing with SketchUp, convert to FBX just like we converted the police car. So what we simply do is we import it into the 3dsmax. Let's open. Okay. It's okay. And there it will go. That is the surface. So let's quickly move this here to just align with where the car is. Let's see. Okay. Now we would want to link. We want to link this arrow. We want to link. This arrow. Sorry, I'm picking the surface instead. So let's turn this way. Let's link this to this, the surface. All right. So what I do is we select the four-wheeler free. We hit this. So this is essentially we're trying to set the controls. So we're gonna use keyboard. We don't have a joystick or a gamepad. So it's just like basically playing a video game. So let's hit the keyboard. Double click on it. So it gives it the the directions: up arrow, down arrow. As you can see, everything is keyboard here, left, nitro. This is the brake is control, and handbrake is end. I'm sure you know all that in your keyboard. So let's close this once we're done. So when everything is set up, all you just have to do is hit record to be sure that everything is set. So you can see that everything has been linked and set up. So the tires are together. When I move forward, move backward, everything is okay. So I'm not gonna leave it this way. I'll have to hide the kind of the thing propelling the model itself. So what you do is, this is what you do. You just hit this green button right here and it's hidden. Okay, so let's stop and reanimate this again. So okay, so hit record. Car goes down. Remember our settings, just like the way you drive a car. Move. Alright, so we have that, we hit stop. And export. Meaning that what you've just done, you're going to export it. So let's save it where we want it to be. Tutorials. So we save it as police car animation. Hit save. Okay, so as soon as it exports everything, it's okay. That detected that there is a plugin animation, etc. So hit OK. So this is done. So when we're done with this, we go to our Lumion. Let's start creating. So what you do is you go to import model. Model is on our desktop. In our tutorials, police car animation. hit open, import animations, create a folder, animated cast, and then hit import. Make sure the import animations is toggled on. It's very important. So there you go. Drop it. Drop it here. Let's move this up a bit. As you can see, it's already animating. Let's move it up a bit. And okay. So you can see it starts moving automatically. Okay, so in this case you would want to assign materials the way you want to. Let me just change this to a glass material. You just use an indoor glass, but you basically, I'm pretty sure there are other videos you can watch, or if you want me to do the video on how to assign materials in Lumion, I will do that. Please put it on the comments below. Anything aside that, best I can do for now. Let me just change the car body and just hit standard, and maybe change it to pure white. The tires, you can do whatever you want to do, the kind of materials. Let me just change this to silver material here, silver, just to bring life to it again. So you have this. All you do is go to the movie mode, record. So then click another one. Continue from there. So you can see. So that's basically it. Let me play the full video from here. Okay, so that's basically